Shemai! I'm going to be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag today. First, I just want to say thank you to Jess over at Between the Lines for suggesting that I do this because it's a really good idea. But let's just jump in with the questions. Number one, why did I start this channel? I found Booktube about a year ago, at the same time that I kind of found like Bookstagram and Study Blur, however you want to say it, and all those other kind of platforms that I absolutely am in love with, and I follow so many of them. I just thought, why not give it a go? Why not try my own? I did try and make my own blog, but I found that like writing all my ideas down isn't as swift for me for just talking, whereas normally I'm pretty good with an essay, so who knows. Number two, what are some fun or unique things that I can bring to a booktube? I'm not too sure. I think my nationality, if anything, could be something a bit unusual. I'm Welsh, and I haven't seen many other Welsh YouTubers, let alone booktubers, so there's that one. Additionally, there's also my love of languages, which I want to kind of bring into each video. So today's word of the day is new. In Welsh it is newydd, and in French, depending on the noun, it is nouveau. If it's feminine, then it's nouvelle. Number three, what are you most excited about for this channel? Making friends. But also documenting my thoughts and experiences, because I do want to come back and see what I was like as an 18-year-old. Number four, why do you love reading? It's such a simple question, but such a hard one to answer. I guess it's because it lets you go to another world. You get to experience things through different people's perspectives. You get to experience things you never ever thought you would. And also, of course, you've got the whole escapism thing. It's really nice to get away from your own life once in a while. Also, I love language, so just words. Number five, what book or series got you into reading? I'm going to link this one with number 8, which is when did you start reading, because my whole life I've been encouraged to read by my parents. My mum's a massive reader, and yeah, so I've just been encouraged since a really young age to just pick up books and read. I think if I was going to pick one author though, it would be Jacqueline Wilson. All of her books really got me interested in reading at a young age. I still have all the books of hers that I've ever owned under my bed right now. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favourite booktubers? Do you have any tips? How do you do it? Can we be best friends? And also, what's your one favourite book? Number 7, which challenges would be hardest to overcome? Probably finding the time to make videos, or actually rather finding the motivation to do work when I know that I could be doing videos instead. And also reading a lot, because I tend to not read a lot. I just read bits and bobs here and there. Like for instance, at the moment I'm reading 3 books. So I've currently got Northanger Abbey on the go, as well as Shirley Jackson's We Have Always Lived in the Castle and The Fellowship of the Ring. I tend to read each at different times in the day, so I'll read Northanger Abbey when I'm reading my breakfast, I'll read Fellowship of the Ring before I go to bed, and then yesterday I went on a train journey, so I took Shirley Jackson with me because she was nice and light and fit in my bag. So we'll skip number 8 because we just answered that one. Number 9, where do you read? I can read just about anywhere. I can read on any mode of transport apart from a car, unfortunately, because we go a lot of places in the car in my family. It just makes me travel sick and it's not very nice. I have also tried reading on a Kindle, but I much prefer reading from pages. It's just one of those things. My favourite place to read though is under a willow tree in France, on a campsite that we go to sometimes, and I really like it because I can just jump in the pool, jump back out and then cool off under the tree and read a book, and it's just lovely. And finally, number 10, what kind of books do you read? I will read anything really, anything that really takes my fancy. If I pick something up, then I will tend to read it. I do, however, have a very large TBR, and so haven't really worked through much. The 3 books that I've shown have all been fiction, and all fairly different fiction really. I mean, you've got sci-fi in there with Tolkien, you've got modern classics with Shirley Jackson, and then you've got classics with Jane Austen. And my least favourite of the 3 is probably classics because they're just so hard, and you've got to really take your time to understand the language, which is fun, I guess. Additionally, there are some kind of languagey books that I tend to read because I want to do English language next year. So I'm currently reading Stephen Pinker's The Language Instinct, although I say currently reading, I haven't really picked it up in a while. I also got a free book from when I went on a summer school, that's the word. And so this one's quite interesting in terms of how language matters in society. And then you got to chuck in a bit of Noam Chomsky. So that's all for my Booktube Newbie Tag, and I hope you enjoyed. I've got a video in the making of the trip that I went on yesterday, which is Wednesday, because today is Thursday. I went to Manchester with my friend, and so hopefully I should be getting a video up soon of that. And yes, I hope you stick around to watch it, so I'll see you when I see you. Hiya!